Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate my final project work, the contract to implement fractional water allocation protocol. My code is available in this GitHub repository, and my project is based on this educational YouTube video attached here. And to give some background about the problem scenario, it's a conflict among a group of neighboring countries on sharing the water resource from a reservoir. And the main actors in my project are beneficiaries, mediator, observer, admin, and public. And the protocol has 5 steps. In step 1, admin will fill in the details of the beneficiary, mediator, observer, and few other reservoir details and initialize the contract on the blockchain. Step 2, mediator will propose an allocation percentage for each beneficiary and sets the voting window. In step 3, during the voting window, the beneficiaries will vote for the allocation proposal. And in step 4, at the end of the voting window, the mediator will conclude the voting. In step 5, if the if all the beneficiaries accept the proposal, we allocate the proposal as the new water allocation agreement. If not, the mediator will go to step 2 and start the process all over again. And in this video, I am going to demonstrate two scenarios. Scenario 1 being all beneficiaries accept the proposal. And I have already started the project in a separate window here, and this prints all the available accounts from Ganache. And let's begin. So we navigate to localhost 3000 and localhost 3000 and welcome. So I'm logging in with the admin account here, and the admin can fill in the beneficiary details. So I'm going to use the next 3 accounts as the beneficiary accounts. Beneficiary 2 and beneficiary 3. Mediator as the 4th account, and observer as the 5th account. Invalid beneficiary. At this stage, the contract is initialized on the blockchain, and this message says that the contract can be now used. So let me proceed to step 2, which is the mediator will propose an allocation plan for the beneficiaries. So for this, we log out and then log in as a mediator account. Mediator. So need to fill in the beneficiary details. I use the 3 accounts from Garage as the beneficiary. And the allocation here is the percentage for each beneficiary. I fill in the details here. Beneficiary 2 again 33, beneficiary 3 34, observer as this account. Voting start and voting end time needs to be the Unix epoch time. So I use this tool to calculate the epoch time from the local time. It's 3:53 p.m. here. So the voting window is from 3:53 30 seconds to, let's say, 3:56. I want to give enough time for the beneficiaries to vote. So, okay, then propose new allocation. So this message says that proposal is successful. Now let's switch to the beneficiary accounts here. B1, beneficiary can see the proposal here by clicking on retrieve allocation proposal, and then it says that it displays the details of the allocation proposal and the voting status also. Now we need to click on vote for new proposal. Voting is successful. Now we click on retrieve allocation proposal again. It shows the status here. Now let's quickly switch on to the other beneficiaries and vote before the window is over. For new allocation proposal, it's successful. B3, vote for new allocation, it's successful. The next step is the mediator needs to conclude the voting after the voting window ends. So let me log in with the mediator account here. Retrieve current allocation proposal. So this displays the status of the proposal and also the voting status. And since it is already 3:56 now, we can conclude the voting. So this message says that voting is successfully concluded. Now let's move on to step 4, in which the proposal which was accepted by all beneficiary is accepted as their allocation plan. So for this, let's log in with the public account. I'm going to use this account here and then log in as public. So public can see the allocation proposal by clicking on this one. This gives the details about the proposal and also retrieve current allocation plan. So this gives details about the current accepted allocation plan. Yeah, so this one concludes demo 1. Now let's move on to demo 2, in which one or more beneficiaries do not accept the allocation proposal. And in this scenario, at the end of the voting window, the allocation proposal is discarded, and then the previous accepted allocation plan remains in effect. Let's do this by again logging to the mediator account here. mediator. I log in with the mediator account. Let's fill in the beneficiary details. So I'm going to use a slightly different allocation numbers here so that we can easily compare with the previous one. Beneficiary 2 40, and then beneficiary 3 is 20. Observed by, and then the voting window, let's calculate from 3:59 my local time to, let's say, 4:1. Propose new allocation. New allocation proposed successfully. Now let's retrieve the latest allocation proposal. So the latest allocation proposal changed to version 1 with the allocations 40, 40 and 20 for the 3 beneficiaries. Now let's make this scenario in such a way that beneficiary 1 and 2 votes in favor of this proposal and beneficiary 3 doesn't vote during the voting window. So I'm logging out here and then logging in with beneficiary 1 account, and then retrieve allocation proposal, vote for new allocation proposal. Successfully voted. Now let's log in with beneficiary 2 account and vote for this proposal. V2, and then vote for new allocation proposal. Oh, oh, okay. So I think the voting window has already um, is already outside the voting window. So B2 is also unable to vote at this point. Um, so as per the current situation, let's see the allocation proposal. Retrieve current allocation proposal. So only B1 has voted during the window. So let's move on with this situation. So let's log in with the mediator account and then try to conclude the voting. Retrieve allocation proposal and then conclude voting. So at this stage, we can see another exception here. It's a revert in the contract, which says that beneficiary has not cast their vote yet. So yeah, so this is what we have also expected, that when some of the beneficiaries do not accept the proposal, it should be discarded, and the previous accepted allocation plan should be in effect. So log out and see from the public point of view. So from the public point of view, for public, I am again going to use the last account from this list. So if we retrieve the current allocation plan, it's still at version 0, which is 33, 33, and 34. And we can see they'll retrieve the previous proposal also, which is version 1 with 40, 40, and 20, and the voting status as well. So this is what we expected as per the protocol. This concludes my demo 2 as well. Now I'm switching to the code structure here, and then I also want to talk a little bit about the test scenarios. So the project is a Node.js for web server. It's a Node.js project which is available in this folder, app server. The contract itself contains is in this folder, contracts, and at this point I have implemented the whole protocol in just one solidity file here, and the tests are available in this folder. And in total I'm able to write about 15 test scenarios. I have already initiated the test run separately in this window, and as you can see, all of them are passing. And I just want to focus on one of the test scenarios, which is the last one, uh, which is a full protocol simulation. So this test covers from step 1 to until step 4, in which yeah, so the one we just saw in demo 1. So this is a test for the whole protocol, and the remaining test covers various other features and then the scenarios. And yeah, and finally switching back to the project document here, I want to talk a little bit about the project stretch. So this paper referenced here for the fractional water allocation protocol also talks about a scenario in which the surplus water can be traded among the beneficiaries. So I think the reservoir water can be represented as a ERC20 token to facilitate this scenario in blockchain. But due to time constraint, I'm unable to work on this protocol, and hopefully in future I get an opportunity to work again on this. And yeah, so that's all I have. I think we have reached the end of the video, and thank you so much for listening to this. Hope you learned a little bit from this one, and have a nice day.